Hi, how was your week? I hope you're all fine. This month, we are going to talk about courses and apps to learn Spanish. So this month, I'll be talking about different courses that I know and I've tried. I've done the free trial. Of course, I haven't done the full course for all of them, but I've done the free trial and I've checked how is their method for teaching Spanish, so I can let you know how they work and for which kind of student they might work. Okay. So today I'll be talking about Rosetta Stone and Memrise. And in the next weeks, I'll be talking about other courses. So Rosetta Stone is an app, is a course that's available both in the computer and the phone. This is Rosetta Stone, it's loading. And their objective is getting you into speaking. This course doesn't use translation. They work with connection, what you see, you say. So the idea is that you learn to think in the new language and you don't translate from Spanish to English or from Spanish to your native language. The idea is that you relate the Spanish words you're learning to the images, to the objects, to the actions, and don't directly translate. So that's one good thing about Rosetta Stone. So how does it work? So I downloaded Rosetta Stone for Russian because that's the language I'm learning. So we have many units. In the free version, we have access to the first one, language basics, and all lessons are divided in a core lesson and then pronunciation, vocabulary, and grammar exercises. So what you get in the core lesson is, so it works like with images like this, and sometimes it will show you the written word, sometimes you will hear only the audio. And what it does is that it keeps introducing new words little by little. It's very progressive. So it starts with only two, like boy and girl, with the image of a boy, image of a girl. And then like the boy eats, the girl eats, the boy drinks, the girl drinks. So they start introducing images with these actions. So a boy drinking, a boy eating. So you keep relating the words you have already know, you have already learned, boy and girl, and then they start introducing actions. The boy eats, the girl eats, and then it keeps introducing more words like man, women, he and she, and introducing new verbs. Like I think it was like run, jump, read, and write. So they keep combining this vocabulary, and they sometimes show you the word and you need to click the image. Sometimes they show the image, you need to click the word. Sometimes the word is written and you hear the audio. Sometimes there's only audio. Something really good about this app also is that every time they show something, there is an audio. And there's a lot of pronunciation exercises. So they use voice recognition. So you hear the word and then you repeat the word and it tells you if your pronunciation matches the recording by a native. So what is good about Rosetta Stone, as I said, is that it's very intuitive. There is no translation. It's very progressive and there's a lot of repetition, which helps to learn the words, to remember the word. This is done by repetition. Everything has an audio and there's many pronunciation exercises. And in addition to these core lessons that I show you and the pronunciation and vocabulary, there's also, it was somewhere here, extended learning. And extended learning, there are some stories like reading and audio companion. So that's something else that complements the learning. What I feel, in my opinion, misses, so what as a language teacher, probably what I miss is that there is no grammar at all. It's supposed to be intuitive learning, natural learning. Personally, I like grammar. I like to understand how the language works. For me, it's difficult to learn a language if I don't know basic grammar rules. For example, Spanish, you know, we conjugate the verbs. If you don't know before that we conjugate verbs, might be a bit confusing why we say yo como, tú comes, él come. I mean, in the long term, you might remember it, but if there is some simple explanations that tells you, okay, Spanish conjugates, there are some irregulars, for me, personally, it's easier. But as I told you in some previous video, we don't all learn in the same way. Some people like me like to understand how the language works, and some people can learn without any grammar at all. They can learn by listening, repeating, and that's how this app works. So if you're a person who doesn't like grammar, if you prefer to learn in a more natural way, this app is good for you. What I don't know, I haven't found, is until which level this app covers. I don't know if it covers only beginners or beginners and intermediates, or if it goes to advanced. This, I don't know. And the price plan for this, so they have a 3 months, 6 months, 12 months, and a lifetime plan with different prices. The 3 months is €42, $47. The 1 year is €79, $89. And the lifetime is €168 and $188. What I don't know either, I couldn't find either, is if we register Rosetta Stone, if we have access only to the language, to one language, or to all the languages, because Rosetta Stone is available for learning many different languages. So this was one of the apps I wanted to show today, and the other one is Memrise, which is this one, Memrise, which has like a nice design. It's supposed to be like a now I don't remember the English word, sorry. Well, it's supposed to be like a special station, so you can like keep going up. So it starts and you have all this, and then you go to the next level. Again, I tried for Russian because this is the language I'm learning. So with the free trial, we have access to the first level. And it works in a similar way than Rosetta Stone, in the sense that it keeps giving you new words in a progressive way. There's a lot of repetition. There's a lot of audios and a lot of pronunciation exercises and pronunciation practice. The main difference with Rosetta Stone is that Memrise does work with translation. So every time you learn a new word, you learn the translation to English. So it doesn't work with images like Rosetta Stone, but with translation. And so yes, we also have different kind of exercises. So it gives you, like, it shows you one word in in Spanish, and you need to match with the English word, the opposite. You see exercises with the written word, some with only the audio. And there's also, so that's what we have. So this is the core lesson there. And here with the words and phrases, this is the core lesson. The speed review is to review the words that you have already seen here, but in a fast way. And the classical review is in a more slow mode, but it's about the same, so it's the review. And then the words that you fail, the mistakes you make in the reviews, they go to this section which says difficult words. You see here the difficult words. So here we'll show you exercises about only the words that you didn't learn yet. So it's taking the mistakes you did in the classical review. So you can review only those ones in this section, difficult words. And then, there's also some more listening and pronunciation exercises. And this Learn with Locals, which are like really short videos of locals talking. So at this level, it's just like one sentence, like, hello, my name is. So you see different people, you hear different accents. So you start getting used to listening the new language. So I'm saying Russian because I was doing Russian, but of course it works in the same way for Spanish. So what is good about this app is, again, so it's really progressive. There's a lot of repetition. There's a lot of audios and practice pronunciation. Again, there is no grammar at all. There is no explanations on how the language works. And I don't know either until which level it gets. I don't know if it covers only beginners or intermediates. I did meet a person who completed all the Memrise for Spanish, and I believe it goes at least until intermediate level because she had learned all the tenses. So probably goes at least until intermediate level, maybe advanced. I'm not really sure because I haven't done the full course. And this one is much cheaper than Rosetta Stone. This one costs, so they have 1 month, 3 months, and 12-month plan. 1 month is about €3 something, $3 something. 3 months is about €6.50, $7. And 1 year is usually about €20, $22. But right now there is an offer at 50% discount. So you could get 1 year membership with Memrise for €10 or $11. So that's everything for today. I will be back next week with more tips, more resources, more learning. I hope you have a very great weekend and see you next week. Bye.